Namaskar and humble salutations from South Africa's premier Hindu magazine program, Sadhana, The Inward Path, right here on 3. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, once President of India, said that Hinduism is not just a faith. It is the union of reason and intuition that cannot be defined, but is only to be experienced. On today's show, we take you on a journey to experience these various unions with the divine. In Johannesburg, we have a yoga experience in Ilovo, and then a temple experience as we learn more about the historic ISKCON temple in Lenasia. In KZN, we have a guru experience with Guru Krishna of the Sati Sanmarka Sangam, and also a dance experience as we end with a spectacular Bharatanatyam dance. In the Upanishads, the term yoga signifies the union of the personal soul with the universal soul. On our recent trip to the Yoga Experience studio next to Santon, Sadhana was treated to a spiritually uplifting session of how this ancient practice has enshrined itself in the heart of the West.
The essence of yoga for me is to bring awareness into my being on a physical, emotional, spiritual and energetic level. So that when I'm in my car and I'm driving around and a car cuts me off, the yoga teaches me to pause and to breathe and to choose how I respond in a situation.
I wasn't in a very good place, and I needed something to focus on and change the orientation of my life, which yoga did in the most profound way.
There's nothing in this life that you can do without your body. And if your body is unhealthy or suffering, then that distracts you from going deeper into a spiritual path. So number one, working through the body creates a sense of health and a sense of stability. And we learn to train our consciousness, our mind, through working with the body. When we go deeply into our body, we go into connection with our soul. And we are in this life as physical beings, so it doesn't make sense to deny part of who we are, rather use that as a tool to work towards greater consciousness.
Using the breath, breathing in, breathing out. We're moving very strongly, we're moving through very difficult postures, but what do you keep coming back? Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And if students can start to connect to that breath, then it takes them to the stillness within. And even within the busyness of life, they go off the yoga mat, and through the busyness, they can breathe in, breathe out, and come back to the stillness.
Bikram yoga, which is commonly known as hot yoga, and it's a practice that happens in 90 minutes, and you have 26 postures and you do each posture twice. So it's kind of like a moving mantra. Like if you do transcendental meditation, you get one mantra, and for your whole life you repeat that mantra. And that's the same principle in Bikram, is that these 26 postures are literally physical moving meditations. They're physical mantras, and through the repetition the magic is forced to rise.
Well, a lot of the yogas use the same asanas and will have somewhat different approaches and some even very similar approaches. Iyengar yoga we practice with a very broad range of asanas as you get more experienced and more evolved in your practice. The basic kind of beginners, there is a lot of standing poses to create strength and stability and opening at the same time. But it's our approach to the asanas that makes Iyengar yoga possibly different, in that we go very deeply into alignment.
So all the different yogas are just a stepping stone to coming to the place of quietness.
The number one reason for disease and illness is stress and strain. And the yoga practice, even though it's a physical exercise, the awareness on the breath, finding stillness in the posture, and then the Savasana, the deep relaxation after class, allows the body to release stress on a cellular level. You find that point where you can become the silent witness. So instead of getting plugged into your thoughts, I like to guide my students in detaching a little bit, observing one's thoughts, but focusing on breathing and feeling your body. And by breathing and feeling and being still, the mind has an opportunity to just slowly take a back seat.
Guruji, which the pupils of Iyengar kind of affectionately call BKS Iyengar, he says that yoga is universal. So it's for everybody, regardless of your background or culture. And to say that it isn't, and that it's for only one place or one person, is to deny universal consciousness.